Okay, so the topic is about tenses today. So tense is derived from Latin word tempus, which means time. Tense is actually derived means taken from Latin word. Latin is the name of a language which you call Latinus upon. So tense is derived from Latin word tempus, which means time in English. Mean in Latin word, the word tempus was used for the tense. But later on, it was translated into English. So in English, the tense means time actually. And time has been divided into three: past, present, and future. So past mean, present mean the time in which we are, like now. Mean that every single minute which is passing, so it is going to the past, and every single minute which is coming, so that is future. But the time in which you are, the present time, the now is called actually present. And before now, just a minute before, 2 minutes before, hour before, 2 hours before, a year ago, 2 years ago, so they become past. And mean a minute after, 2 minutes after, 2 years after, 10 years after, it become future. So mean that then we have tense has been divided into three. One we have past, then we present, then we have past, and then we have future. So present mean now, past mean before now, and future mean after now. Then we have aspects of tenses, that how many aspects of tenses are there. Aspects mean actually pehlu. So every tense, as you know that we have discussed that there are three tenses. So every tense has been divided into aspects. So every tense has been divided into four aspects. Like we can say present. So present has been divided into four. First of all, we have simple present, then we have present continuous, then present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Likewise, we have past. So past has been divided into four also. Past, simple past, past continuous, past perfect continuous. As far you think about future, so future is also divided into four: simple future, future continuous, future perfect, and future perfect continuous. So every tense has been divided into four then. So along that it become 14 tenses then. Actually, normally the tense are three, but every tense has four aspects. So those four aspects become 12 then. So we will talk about one by one all of them. First of all, we will go for the present one. In the present tenses, we will go first of all for simple present tense. So if you are learning any tense, so for tense, two things are important: that you must learn the definition of a tense. Definition tell us that why do we use a tense, and second, we have structures. So structure tells us that how do we use a tense, mean why and how. Why I mean they tell us the purpose, that why do we use, what is the purpose of using this tense, and how mean that structures. So structures tell us about mean the sentences, that how will you make sentences in a tense. So two things are important in every tense. First of all, we will go for a simple present tense. So simple present tense is used for four basic purposes. It shows daily activity, schedule activity, habitual activity, and fact. Four purposes. What is in by daily activity? So daily activity are the activity which we do every day, which we do on a daily life. Like suppose I will give my own example, that I get up early in the morning. So every day I do this. Then I go to masjid, I make ablution, I perform my fajr prayer, then I recite the Holy Quran. I come back home, I take shower, I take my breakfast, and then I start taking my classes. So over here, this is simple present tense which I'm using. I perform these action, these activities on daily basis. So the activity with action which you perform daily, so that is called daily activity. And for daily activity, you will use simple present tense. Likewise, we have here schedule activity. The people also call it schedule activity. We can pronounce this word both the way. We can pronounce it as a schedule, and we can also pronounce it as a schedule. So we will pronounce it as a schedule activity. The activity which you perform according to your timetable. It is not daily, it is schedule. For example, I say I play cricket every Sunday. So I play cricket, what? It shows my activity which I do not perform daily basis. For that, I have a planning. For that, I have a schedule that I perform this activity every Sunday. Mean the rest of the week I do not perform it. Likewise, I say here, I paint my room or I color my room twice a year. So twice a year means 2 times a year. So I paint my room, I color my room twice a year. What does it mean? It means in a year 2 times I perform this action, I perform these activity. I do not do it daily, I do it schedulely. I do it according to my timetable. For example, I say here, I watch TV every other night. So every other night means that one night I watch TV, one night I do not watch TV. So I have make a kind of timetable, a kind of schedule for myself. So what daily simple present tense shows daily activity first of all, the activity which you perform daily. Second, we talk about schedule activity, the activity which you perform as a schedule. Then we have habitual activity. What is meant by habitual activity? Habitual has been taken from habit. Habit means you already know that. So the activity which the people perform as their habit, so those are called habitual activity. For example, like whenever I am in trouble, so I eat nails. So eating nails is the habit of some people. Like I eat nail, or he eat nail, or Ahmad eat nail, he eats nail. So what here? That is habit actually. The people, it's not the lunch, dinner, or breakfast of somebody. It is not the daily activity of somebody. It is not the schedule activity of somebody. It is the habit of the people. The people perform this activity as their habit. So mean habitual activity. Likewise, suppose we have seen many people, they talk to themselves. So talking to your own self, what is it? It's a habit actually. Many people has this habit and they talk to themselves. So it become habitual activity. Like then we have, there are many activities like some of the people we have seen that they put their fingers in their beer always. So putting fingers in their beer, like I have seen many people, they turn their mustaches. So turn mustaches, putting the beer in the finger in the beer, etc. So all these are called what? All these are called habitual activity. So if you are talking about daily activity, schedule activity, or habitual activity, so for that we are using simple present tense. Also, simple present tense is used for fact. Fact means realities, truth. For example, like one of the truth, universal truth is there that sun rises in the east and sunset in the west. So sun rises in the east and sun sets in the west. So what does it mean? It shows actually schedule, fact that we have been seeing this fact and it is never changing. It has been continuous. We have been observing this. That sun rises in the east and sun sets in the west. So what here? This is fact. This is universal fact. Likewise, we can say Allah is one. So Allah is one. This is also a fact. Likewise, we can say here sky is high. So what here? That is a fact. Like there are so many other facts which is not universal, which can change with the passage of time. Like suppose Pakistan exports flour to Afghanistan. So what here? That is a fact. Likewise, Pakistan imports fruits from Afghanistan. That is a fact. Likewise, Pakistan is an agricultural state. So what here? Pakistan is an agricultural state. So it is what? It is actually a fact. But this condition we have been facing that maybe it will change and Pakistan will become industrial state after some time because of the CPEC. So maybe, but whenever you are talking about four purposes, you are talking about daily activity, you are talking about schedule activity, you are talking about habitual activity, you are talking about fact. So for these four purposes, we are using simple present tense. Example also, you can see in the script, Ali goes to school every day. So daily activity. They watch TV every Sunday, schedule activity. He eats nails, habitual activity, and sun rises in the east, that is a fact. Next we have then, there are two types of structures. In simple present tense, for the singular, the structure is different. For the plural, the structure is different. Both of them you will learn separately, apart from each other. Singular means singular name, he, she, and it, and plural means plural name, I, you, we, and they. Some of the people think about that, sir, you add plural in I group. You can see, like first of all, in singular, that is clear to us that singular name is singular, he is singular, she is singular, it is singular. Plural, so plural name is plural, you is plural, we, and they are plural. But think about I. Some of the people are confused about I. So I has two functions. One is called function-wise, one is called structure-wise. Function-wise means meaning-wise. Meaning-wise, I is singular. But here we are using structure-wise. That which structure you will use for this?
عبد الواحدة لك عبد الواحدة مرة هذا غالبا كسري
Now phone banga mic
Please leave him, leave him. I have mean that remove him. Don't worry about it. I have removed key. So the people who are not closing their mic, so I will remove them. So don't worry about that. Okay, I removed. So we have then I, as I told you, that it is mean that, and you will use the plural structure for it, not singular structure. The meaning of I is singular. We can never say that it is plural, but you can use it in the structure of a plural here. Okay, so for I you will use this plural structure. Let's go for the structure. So first of all, we will go for the singular structure. So singular structure, we have singular name, he, she, and it. I have written in parentheses. For singular name, he, she, and it, you will use this structure. First of all, we have affirmative structure. Affirmative means positive. You have already learned that. So an affirmative structure of simple present tense, what will you do? You will have first of all S. S means subject. Then you will use first form of verb. After first form of verb, you need to S. You need to add es and you need to add ies. You will use one of them with the verb. In some condition you can use s, in some condition you can use es, in some condition you can use ies. That is important. You must add ses and ies when you are using singular structure. Now the question arises that where to use s, where to use es, where to use ies. We are going to discuss it later on after the structure. First of all, here you have to focus on the structure. Then we have complement. So you can see the example, subject Ali, we have added first form for speak and we add S with the speak like speaks. And complement means completion of the sentence, so we add English here. Ali speaks English. Then we have negative structure. So negative structure mean are the structure in which we are going to give negative meaning, negation, adverb of negation are used in it. Like you can see first of all subject, in simple present tense, singular negative structure, you will also add does after subject. You can see, like first of all, we have subject, then we add does not. So we will use helping verb does in simple present tense in a singular negative structure, and we will also use adverb of negation not. Then we have first form for come on its own place, and whenever does is used in a sentence, so you will remove ses or ies from the verb. Like we have here after verb ses and ies, but here we don't have any SIES, etc. We have removed because of does. Whenever does come in a sentence, so you will remove SES and IES from the sentence and complement come on its own place. So there is no big changes. Subject will come on its own place. After subject, you will add does not. Then first form verb will come on its own place and complement will come on its own place. There is one removing. SES and IES will be removed when you add does not. You can see Ali come on its own place, subject, then we have does, then we have not, then first form for speak, and then complement English. So in the first sentence, we say Ali speaks English. In a negative sentence, we say Ali does not speak English. S is removed and does not is added in negative sentence. Interrogative. Interrogative means question, and the question you will use does in the start of affirmative structure. You can see we have copied the rest of the affirmative structure, like subject, first form, verb, SES and IES plus complement. Look at here, subject, first form of verb, and SIES and IES is removed because does is added in the start, and then complement, then sign of interrogation. So you will copy the same affirmative structure, but you will only add does in the start of it, and you will remove SES and IES from the verb. Like we say, does Muhibillah please off your mic? Off your mic, please, otherwise you will be removed. Okay, so does plus subject plus first form of verb plus complement. Like we said, does Ali speak English? So mean we in the first sentence we say Ali speaks English. Look at here, Ali speaking English is the same thing, only S is removed because this is added in the start. Does Ali speak English? Short affirmative answer, yes he does, and short negative answer, no he does not. How will you make short affirmative answer? We have already explained before that you will short affirmative answer means positive answer. Positive answer is always given with yes. After yes, we add he. Whenever the question is with singular name of male, so you will use he in answer. If the singular name of female, then you will use she in answer. A plural name, then you will give the answer with they. And the rest of the pronoun and which pronoun the question is asked, and the same pronoun you will answer it. And the question is asked with does, so answer also you will end with does and then full stop. There's a short affirmative answer. And a short negative answer, you will follow the same rule like we have here now. After now we add here he because singular name in the question, then we add does, and then we use at the end not. So yes, he does and no he does not are short affirmative and short negative answer. You will go for negative interrogative structure. Negative interrogative structure formal. Negative interrogative mean this sentence is negative as well as interrogative. It performs both the function at the same time. Like suppose we have here does in the start of a structure, then we have subject, then we have not, then first form verb plus complement. Mean in the negative sentence we use does after subject, but in a question you will use does in the start. So does plus subject plus not plus first form verb plus complement plus sign of interrogation. Does Ali not speak English? Short affirmative answer yes he does, and short negative answer no he does not. Negative interrogative informal. So in a negative interrogative informal you will also use not in the along the does in the start. Look at here, the does and not are separate from each other, apart from each other. In the middle there is a subject. But in the negative interrogative informal, you will also bring not to the beginning and you will use it before the subject, like does not plus subject plus first form of verb plus complement plus sign of interrogation. Like we say, doesn't Ali speak English? Doesn't is the short form of does not. Doesn't Ali speak English? Short affirmative answer, yes he does, and short negative answer, no he does not. So there are 5 structure we have studied. We have studied affirmative structure first of all, then you have studied negative structure, interrogative structure, short affirmative answer, short negative answer, then negative interrogative formal, short affirmative answer and short negative answer, and negative interrogative informal, short affirmative and short negative answer are there. Now we will talk about that where to add s, where to add es, where to add ies. So the rules for adding es and ies, actually s is a simple rule. We will not discuss. We will discuss es and ies rule. S will remain, so you can use along all of them with s. Look at here. Es would be added with the verb which ends with ch, sh, xz, or double s. All those verb which ends with ch, sh, xz, or double s. So you will add es at the end of them. Look at here. The first one, watch. So watch is the verb which ends with ch. So we plus like ch, so we add es with it and become watches, watches. Like wash, this verb ends with sh. You can see. So we add es at the end of it to change it to singular form, like washes. Like we have fix. So this verb ends with x. We also add es with it, would become fixes. This verb ends with z. So we add es with it, like freezes. This verb ends with o. So we add es with it, goes. And this verb ends with double s. So we add es with it, like messes. So the verb which ends with ch, sh, x, z, o, double s. So you will add es at the end of them to change it to singular form. How about IES rule? IES would be added with the verb which ends with consonant plus y. Mean the verb which ends with consonant plus y, the last letter is y and the second last letter is consonant. So you will change the y to I and add es. Like we say here, study. So after study, we have changed, look at here, y to I, and you can see we have add studies. So we change the y to I and add es, studies. Look at cry. Cry also end with ry. R is consonant and y is vowel. Y, sorry. So consonant plus y. So we also change the y to I and add es, like cries. This verb also end with ly. L is consonant and then y. So we change the y to I and add es, like flies, dummy. So consonant plus y, we change the y to I and add es, dummies, like causey, causes, and defy, defies. So all those verbs which ends with ch, sh, x, z, o, double s. So you will add es at the end of them, and the verb which ends with consonant plus y. So you will change the y to I and add es at the end of them. The rest of the words are remaining. With all of them, you will use only s. The verb which ends without ch, without sh, without x, without z, without o, without double s, and without consonant plus y. So with all of them, you will use simply mean that only s. Then we will go for the next one, plural structure. So plural structure means plural name, I, you, we, and they. So for these 4, like plural name, I, you, we, and they, you will use plural structure. What is the procedure of making plural structure? In this, you will add subject, then plus first form of verb plus complement. Like Ali and Mustafa speak English. So subject is actually, we're talking about plural, so we add here plural name. So plural name is Ali and Mustafa, 2 names. It means plural name, more than 1 name, maybe 2 names, maybe 3 names, maybe 4 names, maybe 5 names. Go on. So how many names you are using, that is called plural name. If it is more than 1. So in subject area, we have 2 names like Ali and Mustafa. Then we have first form of verb, speak, and then complement English. In the singular structure, you are adding SRES with the verb. In the plural, the rule is very easy. You do not need to add SRES with the verb. Very simple structure it is. You will add subject. After subject, you will use first form of verb and then complement. Nothing more should be added here. You can see here plural name Ali and Mustafa, first form for speak and complement English. Negative structure. In a negative structure, you will add do not. In the singular structure, if you remember, you add does not. In the plural structure, you will add do not after subject when you are going to change affirmative sentence to negative. You can see here, we have copied subject, then we add do not, and then first form of verb come on its own place, and then complement. No more changes are there. This structure is very easy one. Subject, after subject, you will insert, you will add do not, then first form for come on its own place, and then complement. Ali and Mustafa do not speak English. If you are going to change it to interrogative, so you will add do in the start of affirmative structure, it will become interrogative. Look at here, subject plus first form of verb plus complement. We have copied subject plus form of verb plus complement. We only add does in the do in the start of it, and it becomes question. Do plus subject plus first form of verb plus complement, and in a question you need to add sign of interrogation at the end. So do Ali and Mustafa speak English? Look at here, Ali and Mustafa speak English, and here we simply say do Ali and Mustafa speak English. It becomes question. Short affirmative answer yes. When the question is asked with plural name, so you will answer with they. So we have given the answer with they, and question is asked with plural or do. So the answer is also end with do. After they we use do. So yes, they do, and after that full stop mean the answer is finished. It is a short answer. Short negative answer, you will give now, after now, comma, and with the plural name we add they, and then we add do not. So now they do not. It's a very simple structure. Likewise, then we have negative interrogative structure, a plural. So in a negative interrogative structure, you will also bring do in the beginning of a negative structure. Like we have subject, then do not, then first form verb plus complement in the previous one, but we bring do from this place to this place. You can see this place to this place. We change the place. So do first come, do come first, subject go back. Not underscore place, first form verb plus complement. Do Ali and Ahmad not speak English? So we can see do subject Ali and Ahmad, then not we have added, then first form for speak, and then complement English. So do Ali and Ahmad not speak English? Short affirmative answer, the same answer are there. Yes, they do. No, they don't. Negative interrogative informal. In informal, you will bring do and not both to the start. Like we can see here, we also bring not before the subject along do. So do plus not plus subject plus first form of verb plus complement plus sign of interrogation. So we can say don't. Don't is the short form of do not. Like we say don't Ali and Ahmad speak English. Short affirmative answer, yes they do. Short negative answer, no they don't. Then we have contractions. Contraction means short form, abbreviated form. Like sometimes the people are used instead of does not, doesn't, and instead of do not, don't. Okay, so does not, doesn't, and do not, don't. So we added here, mean that we change it to short forms actually. So what we can also mean that you can use both the form. You can use instead of does not, doesn't, and do not, don't. The meaning will not be changed. It will use exactly the same meaning. Both have equal meaning actually. So this is the simple topic of simple present tense. If you have any question about it, you are free to ask. Otherwise, you can find the recording of this lecture on my screen then. And if you have any question right now, so you are free to ask question. No questions are there?
सर ये exceptional case में है
One by one?
Sir, I will discuss kai I is a plural le.
I meaning wise, first of all, it is meaning wise. Let me stop the recording, then you will go on.